Wait. May tanong ako sa'yo.
Ano yun?
Ready ka na ba sa new episode?
Ako pa ba? Of course!
Nice! Chill lang tayo dito.
True. Ako may tanong din ako.
Sige, ano yun?
Bakit va?
Ha? Anong bakit ba?
Bakit? VA. Where we talk about anything about virtual assistants, remote working, work from home life, and many more.
Kaya kung isa kang VA or gusto mong maging VA, para sa'yo tong podcast na to.
Welcome to Bakit VA, Annette here. I hope you guys were able to enjoy the first episode with Zenny that we had to cut down because ang daming golden nuggets na na-share ni Zenny. So today we are continuing with her episode. I hope you guys enjoy. Being a parent, mahirap, madaming kailangang asikasuhin, especially managing your work at the same time, and then right after that, di ka naman makakatulog agad. But then again, you will find time. You will find time to get that much-awaited rest. Diba?
I think being a parent alone is already hard work, diba? Hard work na lang. But being a VA, as a parent, it eases everything, diba? It gives you more time to spend for your family din. Yeah.
Wala na yung long traffics, papunta, pa-uwi. Nasa-spend mo na yun sa...
Kinakain niya yung time mo
Pwede mo nang paghandaan ng pagkain yung anak mo namang ganong oras Diba? So, yun nga. As you said earlier, diba? Being a parent, managing your time, and stuff like that. So, do you think there are any downsides being a virtual assistant at the same time of course, in your perspective, being a parent too. And, of course, in terms of freedom and flexibility. Paano natin
so
na... Sige, go.
Go ahead. No, sorry, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, okay. Paano din natin na-address yung mga challenges na to?
Okay, so when it comes to downside kasi, for me, ang pinaka-downside ng pagiging isang virtual assistant is yung hindi mo na mahiwala yung sarili mo sa bahay. Alam mo yun, parang wala ka ng social life.
Ayun.
I'm not sure if you can relate, pero ganun kasi yung nangyayari. Nawawalan ka na ng social life, especially if you are a parent, diba? Kasi, minsan iniisip mo, saan ko pa isisiksik yung social life ko? Diba? Meron na nga akong madaming, ang dami ko nang ginagawa dito sa bahay, may trabaho pa ako, saan ko isisiksik yung social life na yun? But, good thing is, meron tayong Facebook. Diba? I mean,
social media.
There are many ways kung paano tayo magagawa yung communicate sa ibang tao, or yung, alam mo yun, hindi mo man maalis yung physical na katawan mo sa bahay. At least man lang yung yung isip mo minsan, 'di ba, nasa Facebook, ganyan, nakikipag-communicate ka sa friends. Isa 'yun siguro sa mga nakikita kong downside ng pagiging isang virtual assistant, especially kung magulang ka at may mga anak ka talaga na maliliit pa. Kasi if you are single, easy lang 'yun Diba,
mas madaming time.
Work mo true, mas madaming time. Pero kung magulang ka and this is your way to provide for your family, ayun, talagang malaking tulong ang Facebook. But, syempre, you also have to find time for yourself. So, what I do, although every day is nandito lang ako sa bahay, at least once a day, in 2 weeks, ganyan, I find time to go out. Or, hindi man go out for myself, alam mo yung me time, grocery time na lang. Ayun. Alam mo yun, yung
relate.
Grocery time na lang. Diba? Yun na lang yung mga parang pinaka gamot or lunas doon sa doon sa social life na nawawala sa'yo. So, yun lang siguro. It's just a matter of accepting na this is your reality right now, di ba? And then managing it na lang. So, yun, there are a lot of things naman na you can do sa social media. Connect with your friends, ganyan. So, I mean, maximize mo na lang yun kung yun lang yung meron, or kung meron ka namang mga set of friends na can come over, invite them, di ba? Why not? Ganon lang din talaga. Ito na kasing reality na. Di ba? Hindi na natin ito mababago.
My
Much
my
better
mind
naman.
is my mind is still blown sa technology kasi ngayon. Kasi 'di ba, VA, internet job, I mean, work from home na siya, nagtatrabaho ka sa home. And then even your social life is nagiging technological na din. Nasa Facebook na lang. And it's fine, 'di ba? It's okay as long as siguro balance din lahat, na hindi mo siya sobrahan, na hindi ka babad din sa social media. But just to end this session siguro, finally, what do you enjoy most about being a virtual assistant, Zenny? And what keeps you motivated to continue in this line of work?
So, what I enjoy the most is yung time. Yung time. Kasi
yeah.
wala akong masyado nun eh. Alam mo yun, yung I get up at 1 a.m. tapos I'll just wait for the shuttle at 2 a.m. tapos yung shift ko is 4 a.m. pa.
Wow.
And the rest of the is, 'di ba? Ganun kasi yung setup dati. So, alam mo yun, wala talagang time. Wala din akong time for the kids. So, right now I am enjoying every minute na meron ako with them, with the family. Kasi yun yung wala ako this, the past few months, siguro fourth quarter of 2022 hanggang first quarter niyan, January or February, ganyan. Wala akong time. So, yun yung binabawi ko ngayon sa kanila, which is na-enjoy ko naman. And then, isa rin is yung hindi na ako namimili ng damit. Alam mo yun,
kahit ano na, pambahay na okay lang eh.
True, anything pwede kong isuot eh. And then, I can, yung flexibility nung time na binigay sa akin ng aking client is very, very, is a blessing talaga for me. Kasi I get to work whenever I choose to, like from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. So I still get I still get 2 hours na magpahinga or do something, alam mo yun. So that itself is already, something. So yeah, so I mean everything right now is a dream come true. I have time, I have freedom, I have everything. Wala lang akong masyadong social life, which is okay lang naman sa akin kasi sanay naman akong ganito, di ba?
Perks ng being a parent yan.
True. But for others na, alam mo yun, malaking bagay sa kanila yung social time nila. They have, they have to be, they have to, manage everything talaga. But yun actually, and yung motivation ko lang naman talaga is yung mga anak ko, yung makita ko silang lumalaki, hindi ko namimiss yung mga milestone nila. Doon talaga yung number one motivation ko. Kasi
nice.
I always tell myself na it is better to see them now na maliit sila kaysa I will just hear it na lang as a story. Diba? Kasi bata sila, minsan lang yun eh. Pag lumaki na tong mga to, wala na, hindi ko na sila malagaan, hindi ko na sila makikitang nagtatatakbo, nagkukukulit, ganyan. So,
independent na sila.
True. Yung I can say kasi my grade schooler, she's no longer, the baby that she was. Alam mo yun, super clingy, ganyan. Meron na siyang sarili niyang pag-iisip. So, yun. I just wanna make sure na dung sa dalawa talagang nandun din ako. Kasi yung una ko, nandun ako eh. First 3 years niya, nandun talaga ako. Yung milestone niya, nandun. So, yun talaga yun yung motivation ko. I don't want to miss any milestone, maglakad, ganyan. I don't want to miss another PTA meeting na iniyakan ng anak ko. Na, alam mo yun, yung mga ganong bagay. Something na you can't do if you are working on site, especially na yung time mo is, di ba, most of your time is nasa ganun. So, hindi mo siya talaga kakayanin. So, blessing ang pagiging isang virtual assistant for me.
Ayun.
Working from home.
Nice. And very crucial din talaga na nandun ka dapat, yung presence mo as a parent sa mga ganyang ages ng bata. Kung kailan nagpo-form pa yung brain nila, di ba? Dapat kasama ka nila.
Dapat meron yung parent eh. Kasi ikaw yung magte-train sa kanila, ikaw magmo-mold sa kanila. At saka magagawa mo lang yun habang maliit pa sila. So, that's something.
Kasi pag malaki na sila, wala na.
Mahirap na. and that's one very good perk for being a virtual assistant. Kasi you have the freedom, again, and the flexibility na yun nga, na free, na binibigyan ng virtual assistant, nandyan na.
Mm-mm.
But, you have any last words, Annette, before we end the episode?
Yes. Meron akong realization actually na hindi lang to para sa mga parents, benefit for the parents to be with their kids. Pwede din to sa mga mga introverts, since sabi mo nga hindi naman kailangan lumabas na ng bahay. You can pwede ka na magkulong sa bahay mo, sa kwarto mo actually. Just face the laptop, do your work. Hindi man kailangan makipag-meet sa tao physically. And then kung sa mga naman, sabi natin sa mga single na mga gustong magmingle, ay charing. Pwede din sila actually kasi mas may time silang lumabas din. See? Parang hindi lang siya para sa introverts. Pwede din sila sa mga extroverts din na gusto din makipagkita sa mga friends after ng shift nila and may energy pa, mga ganyan. Diba? Parang ang free for everyone.
Yeah. Especially yung graveyard shift kasi it's working for me, 'di ba? Shift natin starts at 12, 'di ba? And then ends at 8:30. Gising pa ako noon hanggang maghapon and then tutulog na lang ako ng around 5 PM. Still, gabi pa rin yung tulog ko and then gigising lang ako ng 12 ganyan. So,
ako din naman.
I think
since pareho tayo ng shift dyan, sinisingit ko na yung tulog ko kapag siesta. Kasabay ko na yung anak ko din.
Yes, siesta.
Saka, yun, mas madaming time din talaga. After ng siesta, nakakapaglaro ka pa sa anak mo. Ngayong bakasyon na din. Diba?
And kay Zenny din, di ba yung shift mo, nag-e-end siya ng, sabi mo, 2 AM? You have time pa to sleep, no? Ang dami mo pang time to sleep, eh. Diba? Hindi ka talaga
time to
sipuyat.
sleep.
Pag gising mo, gising na din mga anak mo.
Yes.
At least nakakuha ka ng kahit konting energy para gamitin mo sa susunod. Then pag siesta, sleep kayo lahat.
Oo din.
Di ba? Well, hindi mo lang magsasabi sa'yo hindi bawal kang matulog kasi wala ka naman sa work mo eh. So, mag-siesta kayo dyan. Bahala kayo mag-iina.
Tsaka aminin natin, tayong mga adults, okay na sa atin mga 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep. Parang
hindi sa akin.
Ay, hindi ba?
Siguro hindi pa ako adult.
Baby ka pa. Hindi, pero syempre as much as you can get some yung tamang
rest,
sleep din naman, tamang sleep.
Depende na din siguro sa tao. But being a virtual assistant, siguro masisingit naman yun eh. Usually graveyard kasi yung shift natin. Graveyard. And yung struggle na iisipin mo, ang hirap matulog ng umaga. Where you can sleep naman at mga hapon eh. Like 5 PM. Sabi ko ngayon parang sa akin, 5 to 6. Dinner lang naman yung mamimiss mo eh.
Isang meal lang naman, diba?
Isang meal lang naman, at least, diba?
And you have the freedom to eat while you're on shift.
Yun din, right?
Diba?
Yun din. But anyway, do you have any last words then, final words, Zenny, before we end the episode?
Yeah, so if you are really you really wanted to be a virtual assistant, be ready. Ayun, sa mga aspiring VA dyan, be ready, ma-prepare yourself ngayon pa lang, and then aralin mo yung mga bagay-bagay. I mean, hindi man yung alam mo yung time management, pero at least look for something na gagamitin mo if you wanted to be a virtual assistant talaga. Kasi ang labanan natin dito is yung skills mo and yung availability mo, 'di ba? 'Yun yung labanan ng mga VA ngayon eh. So, 'yun, learn everything, mag-aral ka, hindi dahil kailangan mong mag-aral sa school, pero dahil kailangan mong i-upgrade yung sarili mo, yung knowledge mo. So, use all the things that you have. I mean, gamitin mo ang internet, mag-research ka, lahat 'yan, gawin mo. And then also, if you really wanted to be a virtual assistant, right now pa lang, learn to value your client and learn to over-deliver. For me, I over-deliver eh. Ganon ang ginagawa ko eh. Kasi I don't want my clients na, alam mo yun, I can just easily remove this person kasi, nagde-deliver, but just like that. So, I want to make, ngayon pa lang isipin mo na yung mindset mo, yung client ko, hindi niya dapat ako bibitawan. Wala siyang, alam mo yun, yung tipong ikaw yung bibitaw sa client, dapat hindi siya ang bibitaw sa'yo. Ganon. So, yun. So, ganun yung ano ko ngayon ganun yung sa client ko ngayon. Yun yung ginagawa ko. I mean, I over-deliver para sa kanya, para sa business niya. I over-deliver and I make sure na if he chooses to let me go, alam niya kung ano yung mga mawawala.
May regrets.
Yun kasi, di ba, ganun naman talaga sa pagiging virtual assistant So, yun, make sure that you are valuable enough for your future client. So, galingan mo, maging magaling ka ngayon pa lang. Kung wala ka pang client ngayon or gusto mo pa lang maging VA, galingan mo na. Diba? Ngayon pa lang galingan mo na kasi mahirap ang labanan ngayon sa pagiging virtual assistant. Mabuting at kamo merong mga, merong VA Flex, merong agency na tumutulong sa mga, individual contractor. Kasi malaking bagay ito 'Di ba? So, yun pa lang. Yun lang yung mga yun lang yung mga advice ko sa mga gustong maging virtual assistant. Galingan ninyo. Ngayon pa lang. Kasi ang kalaban nyo dito ay ang sarili nyo lang. 'Di ba? Wala nang iba. So, you have to be valuable for your client.
Very well said.
Nice. Very nice. I really like yung sinabi mo importance ng agency. That's true. Kasi kapag may agency ka, secured ka, 'di ba? Like, sila na yung maghanap ng clients sa'yo. Even yung mga walang experience being a VA, as long as meron kang BPO experience, tanggap ka dito and kami na yung magbibigyan ng experience for you. Right?
Supported ka din ng agency. If ever you have any questions, i-guide ka
problems, right? Sa client. Yeah. Agency got
and gusto ko lang i-add kasi sometimes future freelancers or virtual assistants, they compare agency with direct clients Diba? So, ako na nagsasabi sa inyo as a VA Flix contractor, individual contractor, if you are with an agency, you are secured, hindi kayo mawawalan ng trabaho. Kasi meron ng agency na maghahanap ng trabaho para sa inyo. You just have to make sure na you also update yourself, diba? Update mo rin yung mga skills mo so they can, find other jobs for you if your current employer or, if you don't have any employer yet. Ayun. And at the same time kasi, if you are with an agency, you don't have to think of the competition inside the platforms, Upwork or any platforms that is available right now. Because they're the one looking for your clients and trusted clients itong mga ito. There are a lot of scammers sa mga platform ngayon, yung mga platform na ginagamit natin. So, being with an agency is already a job security for you. So, yun lang talaga yung mga masasabi ko. So, if you really want to enter, the virtual assistance world, go for an agency first. Especially kung wala kang experience. Mag-agency kayo. Kasi nandito, ako nga na may experience sa freelancing, nag-agency diba?
Yeah.
Way back 2013, I was already working as a freelance but it stopped because of the internet issue. 'Di ba wala pang masyadong internet dito sa La Union noon. So I have to stop although I am already working before and already a year I've been into eBay product listing, ganyan, web research, data entry, cold calling, social media. Nag-work na ako as a virtual assistant but I still chose to be with VA Flix agency because I know the competition right now. Yeah, so yun, alamin niyo na sa sarili niyo ano ba yung kaya niyo gawin, ano ba yung kaya niyo ibigay. Mag-trust kayo sa mga agency or at least VA Flix is a trusted agency na pwede niyo talagang pwede niyo samahan. So tara na.
Samahan niyo na si Zenny, guys.
I really appreciate nung sinabi mo din na malala talaga yung competition ngayon. So, started nung pandemic, di ba? Ang dami nagsilabasan yung mga VA, virtual assistants. Ang daming, nangarap na maging VA din kasi ang laki din ng bigayan sa VA. But, sabi mo din nga, maraming scammers, and that's really important for our viewers or our listeners to know na maraming scammers, and what is really important is security. I mean, mahirap na maloko ngayon. Hindi lang sa love life, pero sa work, sobrang hirap maloko. Right?
Okay.
Diba? You have anything else, Annette?
Ayun. So, very din talaga, no? Malaking tulong din ang isang agency. May experience ka man o wala, naging freelancer ka man before, or you're just starting doing remote work. First time mo mag-work remotely, maging virtual assistant, o kaya magtataka ka, may biglang job opening dyan na naghahanap ng isang telemarketer, ano kaya yun? Appointment setter, ano kaya yun? So, yeah, syempre, pupasok doon yung research eh. You research about it, you learn about it, what they're doing, and of course, doing your own efforts to upgrade your skills, sabi nga ni Zenny. And with that, with the help of an agency or, VAFlix, ayan, we can help you get you a client that, of course, best fitted din na client for you. Na, well, you can learn, you can get experience, and of course, may mga clients naman na mababait na they can also support you at the same time. Not only the agency, you're not alone actually.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you so much, Zenny, sa mga advice mo and sharing your experience, your tips on being a virtual assistant, especially being a mother virtual assistant. I'm pretty sure ang daming mothers na virtual assistants out there or aspiring virtual assistants, and this will really help them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining our podcast. And I think that's it, everybody. Again,
that's it for today.
This is another good episode of Back at VA. Thank you so much again, Zenny. Thank you, Annette. And you guys have a good day. Bye.
Thank you, Zenny. Thank you, John.
Bye.
Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this episode of Back at VA. If you have any topics that you want us to talk about, or if you want to be a guest here in our podcast, you can send us an email at studio@vaflix.com. Again, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Bye-bye.